This final best ball draft edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Score exclusive perks, content, and contests, including our NFL win totals contest with $1,000 prize. Join today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. We're also brought to you by Game Time. Snag the tickets without the stress. Use promo code SGPN on your first purchase to save $20. Download the Game Time app and use code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Play the Underdog Pick'em in college or NFL and win up to 20x in one game. Use promo code SGPN at Underdog Fantasy for a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. We're also brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app now and use code SGP. New customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly when they bet just $5 on any NFL bet, only on the DraftKings Sportsbook with code SGP.
Hey, it's Peyton Manning, and you're listening to SGPN. Let's ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
One last time.
It's the final best ball.
It's not even that exciting, honestly. Like at this point, I'm ready.
Way to get people excited for the episode.
I'm ready
Ryan.
for it to be over.
What a great start to the episode.
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't that exciting. Can't wait for it to be over.
No,
All
no,
right,
no,
stay tuned for the entire episode.
That's not what I said. I said the last draft won't be that exciting.
Okay.
The whole experience.
This is the last draft, though. Ryan, we've gone a couple of minutes into the show. You have yet to congratulate, and we'll save it for the college podcast, but
what do you want?
The Colorado Wyoming money line parlay with me and Pick Dundee, 45-1. What a start to the college football season.
Yeah, always good when the team does well. Great team win.
Yes.
Awesome
exactly.
Team win. Congratulations.
No, I mean you're a part of the team.
Yeah,
I thought you'd want to tout the team's success, Ryan.
What a long shot. I love it. I love it.
We coming.
Scud missile. Who knows where it's gonna land? Oh, landed on a pot of gold.
Oh, right. Come on.
Is that am I being negative?
Yeah. What's with this negative attitude?
No,
Last draft not that important. 45-1. Not that impressive. I mean, Ryan, what's going on? This is Labor Day. We're coming in on a Sunday night in Labor Day.
Maybe that's what
we're not obligated at all to do a show. I was at a barbecue.
You're right.
Had a couple cocktails. Do we have to create the content for the people? Some people are probably working now. Some people got to work Labor Day. We're doing it for the people, baby.
And in reality, I knew that the people probably couldn't wait for the tout. So let's get Sean on mic a little earlier.
No.
Let's make
sure
we'll
save it for. We will be in Las Vegas for the Week 2 Picks podcast. Again, stay tuned. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/YouTube or youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast.
Just imagine if those games were next weekend, Sean.
Oh, I know, because I would have got down in a much bigger way in Vegas, where the hundreds go a little more fluid there in Vegas. But wow. We will be doing our Week 2 Picks college football episode live from Las Vegas. Week 1 NFL Picks show live from Las Vegas. Got a whole week of shows
live from Las Vegas. Boom.
Oh yeah, live from Las Vegas. And hey, imagine if you just signed up with the DraftKings Sportsbook, use your bonus bet on that parlay. We're putting corporate gambling out of business, one parlay at a time. Hey, over at DraftKings, NFL is here. I don't need to explain that to you guys. This is what they tell me to tell. Oh, explain to the audience the NFL is here. DraftKings, our audience knows the NFL is here, but what they might not know is that they can get some sweet bonus bets, including you bet $5, you get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Already some of the week 1 lines I like, already moving all over the place. We're going to be breaking it down, picking every NFL game against the spread as we've done all the way since 2011. Download now. DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code SGP to sign up. New customers can $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. Code SGP. Only on the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours, King. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Let's do it, Kramer. Let's get in on this best ball draft.
All right, let me. I don't know. You were loud as shit. Sorry. All right. Let's. Sorry, I was just. Let's just say I'm cleaning up some of the old. I was doing a quick draft here.
Ryan is desperately trying to get to 150 drafts.
So this is the last one.
So he can get the cactus from Underdog.
I want that fucking cactus. This is the last one.
Oh wow!
And there's a couple stragglers in the old. We'll call it the slow draft streets. Boy, they crank the clock up to an hour. That's a good way to get the draft going, and for people to start auto drafting the shit out of people. Feel bad for the guys who are auto drafting Zeke Elliott. Just because there's no way they start that clock back up at 5 a.m. No way people are waking up by 6 a.m. if they're on that clock. All right, Sean, you're going to have to do the part. Let me pull it up on the screen actually, so everyone can see.
And of course, Underdog, they have the pick'em going, the 3-play fantasy pick'em where you pick higher or lower. I've been tweeting out a bunch. Again, I'm a massive fan of the product. Promo code SGPN, 100% deposit bonus. And I've already I just keep firing on these 3-play combos they got here on the Underdog Pick'em. And they even have if you haven't played with it, it's a $10 limit.
So should I bring it up? I mean, I'm showing my screen.
YouTube.com/sportsgamingpodcast, Ryan, because Patrick Mahomes, look at the top one right there.
Stop it.
They're throwing in a half passing yards, which is a free square.
Are we sure?
No, we're not sure. I mean, again, if he doesn't play, I think it's graded as a void. They
are playing Dan Campbell in that that new
that revamped
defense. All right,
I think there's only a $10 max on that, but still 10 to win $60. You just got to find a couple other winners, aka Jalen Hurts over a half rushing yards.
Finding money on the street as our buddy.
There's season long and week 1 already up. Underdogfantasy.com promo code SGPN. I'm ready, Ryan. Let me know when I should pop my head in.
Yeah, you have to go first. Okay. So for the usually I'm going first, but I guess I'll get sloppy seconds. Let me know.
Okay, I'm gonna click enter.
Fingers on the button.
Yes. 5 waiting for 5 people.
All right.
Hop in.
Let's go. I'm in.
3 people.
All right. Oh, this
2 people.
This is gonna feel liberating, Sean.
And we're full.
This
Underdog
is gonna,
fantasy.
Yeah, this is gonna be liberating.
Is there anyone you're trying to get here, Ryan, in your final draft?
Oh, this draft's all about me.
Shout out to James Young in the chat. He said did 133 of these BBMs so far.
Nice.
Hashtag legends only.
So what can I? Let's see. Complete. Yeah. See, unfortunately, it doesn't show you your exposure, including the slow drafts that are almost done. Even if your team's done. Oh wow. And for my final draft, I get the 1 pick.
Oh wow! I feel like you haven't gotten a lot of 1 picks.
No, and in fact, as I would say for the past week, I've been stuck in the 8, 9, 10, 11.
How many of the weekly winners? I know on the last episode you were pointing out there's a big overlay in the weekly winners. I did a couple of those, fired off. I like that idea for a format as well. Those are pretty fun.
I've not. Maybe we'll call it a dozen. And I'm gonna fire off more. Only 83% filled right now. So
the weekly format is pretty fun. Again, the idea is like you're playing a weekly DFS lineup each week. I've just been trying to lean in building teams around week 7 and 13 because more teams are on those buys. Even 1 quarterback builds with the idea of just like, hey, you're going to punt 1 week.
You're getting all guys who have buys on those weeks, or you're looking to consolidate.
Avoiding teams that have buys on the 7 and 13.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, that's obviously gonna be trickier. Whoa. See, these drafts are all about you at this stage.
My God.
You do you. Look at this guy.
So Kramer drafted Justin Jefferson, Bijan Robinson, number 2 overall. Wow, that is crazy.
I will say, if you're looking to get involved, let's never forget that the TMZ crowd gets in right now, because this has been happening very regularly.
I heard Bijan Robinson's popular.
No, not even joke. Like, look at this right here, Sean. How many times in the summer did we see Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson even get to the 3rd pick? consistently someone's just doing whatever they want.
Yep.
That's the beauty of just, imagine this guy's one draft. Of course he's going to fire whoever.
I couldn't
he wants.
imagine only drafting one best ball
What do you
Mania
mean?
team. All right, I'm on the clock. Eckler's gone, Hill, Chase, McCaffrey. I feel like getting Travis Kelce at the 7 is pretty good, right?
I'd say right now that's probably pretty normal, especially with the Cooper Cup slide, which, by the way, I mean the Cooper Cup slide, I've seen it go all the way back to the 3 pick, like wrap all the way around to the person with the 3 pick.
So that would be.
Well, in this case, it was Jamar Chase and Cooper Cup, which feels unfair.
I would still take that. I know. I listed him as one of my guys in the fantasy preview, which again, freezing cold take there. Right after they break the news, he re-aggravated his hamstring. He could
still be your guy.
Yeah, I'm still high on him. Overall, we'll see how low
there he goes.
And he goes in the first round.
Slid. Barely slid.
That's not much of a slip.
Do you have any exposure questions now that I'm sitting on? This is my last draft, so we're not going to see any material change. Do you want the Dan Jones damage?
Sure.
It's at 42.9. I can tell you the slow drafts.
Is that a real number?
I can tell you the slow drafts have some Dan Jones. So this is going to finish north of 43.
Andrew Robb at the end of the first round, the 12th pick overall, and then starting off in the second round, he goes Garrett Wilson. It'll be interesting. End of the first, it'll be interesting to see who he pairs with.
If he was smart, he would take Nick Chubb. Love that pairing. Been doing it a bunch when I'm over here.
Chris Olave, Ryan, I feel like was a guy, wasn't getting a ton of steam early on, but I feel like as the process has gone along, Olave's been creeping up people's board. I love Olave, and I'm hoping he falls to me.
I want to say we talked about him most receptions and most receiving yards. Yeah, certainly. I mean, unless you believe the Jimmy Graham hype that's been going on out there. I mean,
it does.
In the Twitter streets.
I have taken the foot off the gas of Taysom Hill. And Taysom,
why is that?
Taysom Hill, top 10 tight end overall, may have been a take too hot for this this world.
But you're not pulling it back.
No, but I do think if any. But I still think he's going to be their goal line back. Maybe
I have 8.6% Taysom Hill. Is that too much?
I think he's going to a discount.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I might
7,
get Olave to pair with Travis Kelce.
He's 9th, and by the way, he's not being drafted anymore, Sean. So the days of us drafting him probably unnecessary. But to your point, I guarantee his ass is getting used, or he's being traded to Denver, where he'll get used even more.
So I got Chris Olave, Travis Kelce 1-2, feeling great where I'm at right now.
That's I don't see a lot of those. That's unique.
Very unique build.
Maybe you can get yourself unique here. They say if you can get yourself unique in the first 5 rounds, you're doing something right. Very unlikely. All right, so I can't remember the last time I had the first pick. By the way, I should pull up my draft day stats. Let's see here. So on draft day, I only picked from the 1 spot once. Didn't pick from the 4 or the 5 spot all draft day.
Wow, Jalen Hurts goes above Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, interesting.
First quarterback off the board, smartly taken.
Oh, smart, very smart. I've seen T Higgins seems to be falling too, which I'm not quite sure I understand that one.
Yeah, what are you reading about T Higgins that's making you?
I don't know.
Just some Olave steam.
The contract year, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get why you would be out on Olave at this point. Mark Andrews at the end of the second round.
Too early?
No part of that. No part of that. Even if you thought Mark Andrews was going to have his same year as he had last year, I mean, this is not FFPC. I think end of the second round is crazy. Devonta Smith, T Higgins, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen, DK Metcalf, Jahmyr Gibbs, Lamar Jackson. I have all of those guys above Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
I mean, am I crazy?
No.
I'm not trying to be I know I'm more down on Mark Andrews than most, but I think that end of the second round is ridiculous.
Yeah. Getting some big dog. He's one of the guys I was looking at the old exposure and I'm like, ooh.
Kramer just drafted Derrick Henry.
Not enough Derrick Henry.
I feel like I don't have much of Henry.
And then
especially considering how high I and you are to a lesser degree, although still super high on the Titans.
This conversation then comes down to probably Devonta Smith versus T Higgins, where it's hard for me to not take T Higgins. Also, I understand some of this was like he had a little bit of an injury in the offseason, but it's easier for me to stack right now the Bengals than it is the Eagles with this Cardinals tank situation.
Derrick Henry, T Higgins. Now, what do you mean? Fill in the audience with the Cardinals tank situation.
What do you mean? I just said I was in on Hollywood Brown. He's falling, and now I'm kind of out on Hollywood Brown. I don't know Rondell Moore. I guess Trey McBride late is interesting. But
if you're trying to stack Eagles,
Cardinals for week 17.
Yeah, but I'm saying now, wouldn't it be easier to get the Cardinals, or what am I?
It was always easy. I'm just less interested in the situation.
Oh, because you think week 17 they're going to be so bad.
I look at the teams where I have Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown because I intentfully reached, and I somehow got Connor and Hollywood Brown, and it's just disgusting.
Well,
I'd rather not have Connor and Hollywood Brown in those spots.
Well, and also it is tough week 17. Again, there's a decent chance.
Be playing then?
Well, there's a decent chance the Eagles playoff stuff is locked in maybe at week 17, where maybe they're not playing those starters anyway. So that blowout that they would be predicting, isn't even happening.
Great point.
It's always
Fucking
you're always playing.
Point.
You're always playing with a little fire when you're looking at the week 17 sacks, because again, anything can happen. I know Kyle Shanahan is planning. He's really excited that everyone's going to be healthy for the Eagles game, but not necessarily.
This also gives me the position to, if Burrow is if I want to go Burrow next time around, I can also premium stack. That's the other thing I like about taking T Higgins over
Ryan,
Devonta Smith.
Breaking news: I selected DJ Moore.
Oh my goodness, you're already you're telegraphing your next round pick. I love it.
What do you mean?
I love it. I feel like a poker. I will say the one thing that doing all these drafts,
what
I feel like
Keenan Allen's in my queue. That's it.
I feel like a poker player watching poker and doing the Tony Romo where he's just telling you what's going on.
Jim.
Although
Sean's looking to stack Justin Fields here in the next round.
Again, there's so much So next year, note for next year, do less drafts at the very, very end. Because they're just crazy. Like, I can't have Darren Waller getting taken in the second round. Like that's making my strategy. That's really getting me off my strategy.
Yeah. Ryan, you know what my strategy is? It's to get amazing game tickets at a discounted price in the last minute. Game time tickets. Oh man, I'm planning on going to the I don't know what's going on with the
oh shit, I know. My bad.
There we go.
I'm just gonna take the board off the screen for a second.
No, you can leave it up.
No, they want to see your face.
No, all right. Sell it full screen. Game time tickets has been awesome. Again, my wife keeps bugging me to take her to a Dodger game. Fire up the old Game Time app. Last minute tickets, ready to go. Best price, no stress. They have the low price guarantee. If you can find a lower price, same row, same section for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. It's awesome. You get the image of the seat before you buy it. No obstructive views here. I mean, again, we've all had shitty ticket buying experiences for a game, and especially if you're going with the group, like you always got to wait. Oh, is he in? Is he not in? Oh, you buy 8 tickets, but you only needed 6. It's great to be able to wait for the last minute. Again, you get a little more leverage against the market plus EV strategy. But the ultimate plus EV strategy is downloading the Game Time app, creating the account, using the promo code SGPN, $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create the account, redeem the code, $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. You know, Ryan, I realize I have these moments where I realize I'm a little too deep when it comes to gambling, fantasy, etc. I use the plus EV strategy at a dinner party, and no one knew what I was talking about.
That joke probably sucked.
I go, oh, that is not a plus EV strategy. I forget what I was shitting on, and they go, what do you mean plus EV? I go, oh, expected value. Dude. And
These fucking squares. I mean, what? No,
I was also told parlays are not a plus EV strategy.
Oh well, I mean,
I've given out 2 parlays in the college football episode. 1 hit for 45 to 1.
Well, they probably expect you to lose now another 57 parlays in a row.
All right, what am I doing here, Ryan? Do I go DeAndre Hopkins and not draft a running back?
No, you. I mean,
or do I grab Joe Mixon?
The board is running backs are flying. That's the other thing.
Joe Mixon.
I don't mind. I've been taking Mixon at the 3-4 turn. So, Mixon selfishly, I would have. I at this point, I'm rooting for Mixon to make it back.
Plus, you got to like a guy who's been cleared of aggravated menacing. Adding him to your team.
I don't hate that. Yeah, no, it's as Colby says, crime pays. All right, we got. Am I about to be on the clock here? Oh yeah. So all right, DeAndre Hopkins go. Oh man, that DeAndre Hopkins is sometimes getting to the end of that turn now, Sean. Which
DeAndre Hopkins goes, Najee, Deontay Johnson, Kramer coming up with some back-to-back picks.
Do I go premium stack? Is it one of those drafts?
I feel like that's the biggest hole in your game, Ryan. You don't have enough good quarterbacks.
Really?
If I was looking at your exposure list, yeah, that would be my one critique as a friend.
Well, I mean, you're assuming that Dan Jones is not going to have a good year.
Yeah, I guess that's the counter. If Dan Jones is the MVP, you're prime for it.
I'm fucking cashing in on a lot of stuff. Lot of stuff. All right, let's. So on these teams, his ear infection is good to go. So I'm gonna slot TJ Hawkinson in the queue. And then I'm just gonna say I told you this one's for me. Fuck off. Give me Darren Waller.
Darren Waller.
He never makes it to the 5th round anymore. This is delightful.
To start the 5th round. Wow.
No, Sean. He's gone usually by like the mid 4th, if not earlier. He is. Look, if final resting ADP is going to be the way we measure the Goddard bet, you'd be fucked. But that's not how we measure it. No. That's not how we measure it.
That's why they play the game.
That is why they play the game.
What do you make of the
look at this team. Double bully. All right, so I'm done. Oh, I hate this.
Right. What do you make of the Chris Evans news? Mike Evans. Combine him and Chris Godwin, but Mike Evans wanting a new deal before the start of the season. Does that
that's weird. So weird. Where's this coming from, Mike?
No, I thought we were all cool.
Yeah. What's up, Mike? Why are we? What's not cool, Mike?
Jonathan Taylor's still available.
I don't know. What do you think?
I got enough Jonathan Taylor because I assumed he was going to play. Way back before the ankle injury popped up, all this other drama. So I'm fine with the shares I have. I don't need more. More of him in general. Ryan, do you think I'd take Joe Burrow and stack him with Joe Mixon or no? No, because without Chase and Higgins, he's not that fun.
You could get Boyd or Irv Smith.
Yeah,
it would be different.
It's true, but
yeah,
how's that going to pay off?
I'll
just do Chris Godwin.
Just our guys.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
We need to make a calendar.
No, our guys.
This is my guy for January. Actually, yes, we're absolutely making a fucking my guy calendar. Has that been done before? I assume that hasn't been done before. All right. So being asked about my Darren Waller exposure, 27%, 27 and change. It will probably finish around that. I think maybe the slow drafts, I have them in 1. So maybe it drops a tick. Honestly, I'd have a lot more Waller. Do I want to? No. I'd have more Waller if it wasn't so fucking expensive. Ever since people realized that this guy is 6'6", runs like a god, doesn't drop anything. Sean's really leaving me hanging right now. I have no idea what he's doing in the other room. Oh man, he's really. Life must be good. Welcome back. Podcast for the podcast audience. Sean went into the other room, and
Well, I had these Cuban cigars sitting around from Costa Rica.
Wait,
that I
hold
haven't
on.
used.
Wait, that's not a real Cuban, is it?
You think I smoke fake
Oh
Cubans?
my goodness, they could be listening.
No, you're actually allowed to bring them back in the country now. All right, I'm
trap.
sitting here. Do I go Mike Evans as well?
Yes, every
Right.
time.
The Evans Godwin with Baker,
Yeah.
and just bank on the fact that they're going to pay him.
Star Rashid Shaheed or Jawan Johnson for your bring back.
I like that, Ryan.
Yeah.
You're on top of it.
Why? I like. It's too much. Like I said, I don't. I can. You know what I'm scared of though? Kickers. Started doing this fucking bare knuckle draft. I got 28 rounds. There's kickers. I think the plus EV move is draft 3 of them. I know Graham Gano is going to be one of them, so that will be earth shattering to my strategy if he goes.
Easy just asked, did Sean shit himself? No, I was grabbing a stogie.
For the
Just
podcast audience, Sean did not shit himself.
it's the last podcast of the NFL futures off season.
Oh, we're not counting this towards the season. I love that move.
No.
This is the weekend.
Yeah, this is
Labor Day weekend.
Monday is when our full NFL schedule starts. AK tomorrow.
DFS show before we enter the great state of Nevada,
Yeah.
and they prevent us from doing any.
Ryan, great question. I have some Cooper Cup lineups. Do I swap all my Cooper Cup lineups, or
Oh no!
do I leave them in and then have to deal with my wife
What? Oh my god!
setting my lineups? My wife, who just found out I was going to Vegas for 6 days, somehow it didn't. I mentioned it a number of times. I'm like, how long have we been together? I always go to
It's
Vegas.
the same fucking trip.
The
every
audience,
year.
the audience,
every year is the same trip.
the audience knows. And then I had forgotten we have our work calendar, I have my personal calendar, and then I have the shared calendar with my wife. And I did not copy and paste it over to the shared calendar.
I mean, all right.
She's like, "What time are you coming back on Saturday?" I'm like, "I'm not coming back on Saturday."
At this point,
watching NFL, baby.
Do I have to take? Actually, no. I'm gonna continue to steer way off the reservation here. I told you this one's for me.
This one's for all of us, Ryan. That's why we got the stogie out.
Dink. All right. So has Jonathan Taylor? I've never seen him go to the 7th round.
I mean,
All
it's
right.
crazy not to take him here.
I'll take him. Javonte Williams too. So all right. So Sean, I have been taking a little bit more of him because I was reminded by one of the guys I do the high stakes stuff with how many fucking passes he caught to be at the beginning of last year, if you remember. And so then I was like, fuck, is P Ryan not going to be as? Because I have a lot of P Ryan, so I have been balancing out the P Ryan with Javonte Williams. And by the way, you can draft both of them pretty cheaply. I don't hate that move especially for the Charger bring back. If you're doing a Charger, maybe you're doing a Herbert Allen or an Eckler Allen Herbert, you bringing it back with the running backs for Denver's
Miles Sanders, Ryan, or David Montgomery. I think you got to go Miles Sanders just because
David Montgomery puts you in the awkward position where you have to think about taking a Cowboy bring back. So that's honestly what ends up being the tiebreaker for me a lot of times. So
that is a disgusting act.
But I also, do you have an Eagle?
No.
Do you plan on having an Eagle?
Yeah.
Then this is where you take.
Miles Sanders already got drafted.
This is where you. I mean, how long does Hollywood Brown fall before you take him? For me, again, the bring back. At this point, he is quite cheap, but man, that situation's gross. That situation.
Yeah, but he's
really
a PPR guy. He caught 67 passes last year.
All right.
I'll take Hollywood Brown. I gotta throw it to someone. Although probably should have taken James Conner because I need some running back help. But I took Hollywood Brown.
But James Conner's just not a fun pick.
These stogies are great. Yeah, James Conner. Well, and I have enough James Conner.
You're like that guy, that crazy guy on the internet.
Tyler Lentz checking in. Richard Gersberger saying, Kramer, are you waiting for Daniel Jones to fall deeper in this draft?
Listen,
Remember, I'm the homer.
If anyone who knows, like anyone, you gotta watch out for these fucking red shields. There's some red shields who must have become aware of me. I've been sniped many times by red shields on Daniel Jones. I mean, look, Dan Jones goes when he goes. If I get him, I get him. I'm at the end. There's not much I can do about it.
Wow. Listen to that, man.
Well, I said this draft is for me. Like, I'm gonna just grab guys. I'm gonna grab some. Right now, I like the way this team's. Honestly, part of my hope was that D Hop was gonna fall to me, and I was gonna have a Henry D Hop team. But I do like the way this team is shaping up. And I will say, the more that I've done drafts, I really hate this tier of running backs. And I just, when I look at
even Khalil Herbert,
Swift and White and Cook and Pacheco and Herbert, it makes me click Herbert and Pacheco so many more times than the other guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a homer, but DeAndre Swift, I'd rather take Gainwell later. I just would.
I've been with the Eagles. I mean,
Ryan, how many shares did either me or you take of Kenny Gainwell, like 18th round? He was like undrafted early on.
Kenny Gainwell, 17.9%.
And I wish I could show the ADP because I feel like
I might have been lying to you. Hold on, let me do Best Ball Mania only. 7. It didn't fucking change. That can't be right. All right. Update 19.9%.
Yeah.
Ownership for me with Kenny Gainwell. Dan Jones 43.2%. Apologies, I lied earlier. Yeah, no, Kenny Gainwell, my number. He's gonna finish my number 2 running back. 1 Barkley, 2 Gainwell, 3 Algier, 4 Mostert, 5 Samaje Perine.
Wow, Damian Pierce 48%, Kenny Gainwell 44%, Jalen Hurts 40%,
Sean's guys,
Romeo Dubs 36%, Rashad Penny 32%, Luke Musgrave 32%, Chigozimo Okonkwo 28%, Najee Harris 28%, James Conner 28%, Justin Fields 28%, Goddard 28%, Alec Pierce. I don't know why I have so much of him. Khalil Herbert's at 24%, Pickens at 24%.
What do we do here? Is it time?
What are you thinking? Oh, of Dan Jones? You better, Ryan. I mean, come on, 8-9 turn. He's not making it to the 10-11 for you.
Someone's gonna ruin my day. This guy. What's his name?
He's a run on quarterbacks.
I know this guy is gonna do everything he can to fuck with me here. The question is, who do I take with the other pick? All right, he didn't fuck with me. So Dan Jones is coming off the board. The other pick is, oh man.
Shout out to the Patreon. Again, appreciate all the support there. And yeah, with the college football contest, double your prize. $1,000 for first place, $500 for second. There's still time to get in. It's going to lock after college football week 1 is officially done, the season long contest. So still time because there are some Monday night games. Get in, get your free shot. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bankroll and then sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. Breaking news. Ryan has selected Danny Dimes. Even, you know how Ryan's a class act. He gives Daniel Jones the, even though he had back-to-back picks, he could have picked him second. Yeah. He gave him the higher pick, got him in the 8th round.
That's absolutely right.
Daniel Jones and Treylon Burks. Do you have DeAndre Hopkins as well, right?
No, but I do have Derrick Henry.
Okay. So maybe Ryan Tannehill is your second quarterback.
Tannehill has entered this. I think this is going to be a 3 quarterback build. 3 quarterback, 3 tight end build loading.
I got to smoke more cigars during the show. This is pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, just like it. Lift some weights. You could be like AJ Hawk. Let's get a live. Let's get some books behind you. Make sure everyone knows you can read. And then just don't say anything the entire show. I'll just do a monologue. You just sit there and smoke that. You
need to be in your muscle shirt, Ryan. Show off your non-muscles. Him standing up gives me such anxiety. I don't know why. YouTube.com/sportsgambling podcast to see Ryan's visual impression of Pat McAfee, friend of the program.
Oh
Good-
yeah,
good guy.
That's joining a different 4-letter network, but that's cool.
Evan Ingram off the board, not in my queue. Oh, Anthony Richardson right before I was gonna take him. Oh, this screws up everything.
Sorry.
What do I do here? I don't like the quarterbacks here. Receivers. Nico Collins. I guess I'll go Tyler Boyd.
Nico Collins has, I would say, early season our guys who have just really dropped in value.
Yeah.
Or I keep saying it backwards, gone up in value. His ADP has dropped from like 140 down into the, what is it, 118.
Well, it seemed like John Mechie was the guy originally people thought coming in. Now it seems like Nico Collins, at least preseason work, is the guy, right?
Nico 1, Robert Woods 2, Mechie slot. So Tank Dell's actually the guy that's getting a bit of hype that might not have a like locked in role to start.
Especially with just that offense being bad.
By the way, I did get someone slid into the DMs to say they liked my cancer more relatable than death angle on the comeback player of the year. So,
All right,
audience of one.
Oh, I don't know. Do I? Is this
Where are we going to put the cactus or succulent, whatever it is? People have been arguing with me. Maybe it goes right here next to Saquon.
Maybe it goes to replace the helmet, Ryan.
Oh wow!
Which could be departing. Stay tuned for the announcement of the NFL contest.
Yeah, did we figure out all the signatures on it?
I don't look through it. I couldn't find. You thought Lee Steinberg was on there. I don't think he was. Read off who's all autographs that. John Sally.
Who was 21? Pac-Man?
No, I think that's Eric Metcalf. I think Pac-Man's 24.
53, Bill Romanowski.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Who was 7?
Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann. 29, LeGarrette Blount.
Yep.
24, Pac-Man Jones.
Yep.
Fucking John Sally with a giant signature. I love
4-time champ.
That's it. Okay.
No one's drafting quarterbacks.
So you were right. That's it.
Yeah,
I wish we had gotten.
I wasn't gonna let Lee Steinberg autograph that helmet, right?
It's kind of it's funny. I mean, everyone knows who Lee Steinberg is.
The agent to the stars.
Show me the money. Was he?
James Young is saying, so wait, if I draft 150 BBMs, I get a cactus?
Yeah,
well, I think it's a succulent. At least that's what they did last year.
Yeah. Well, people argued with me when I said it was a succulent.
Francisco Castro saying, can y'all rate my team? You have to let us know who your
I'll rate your team.
We're not afraid to rate teams.
Actually, you're gonna have to use a sponsor and email us. I'm just kidding. Oh wow, this is a freestyle team. Lawrence, oh, he's got a cowboy. Tony Pollard, Ken Walker.
That is a disgusting act.
Sometimes I see these teams and it's like you got Jefferson and St. Brown on the same team. I will say, fantasy content creators 100% make up their home leagues just to draft sick ass teams. How come every fantasy creator is in the dumbest home league ever? Really, you got Keenan Allen in the 5th round. 5th round. Stop it. Sean, what do you think about this squad? Trevor Lawrence, Tony Pollard, Ken Walker, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Evan Ingram, Debo, J.K. Dobbins, and he's got Monty on the bench.
Yeah, I'm just not. I'm
like
not stoked about the Jags offense. But again, if you are, I think that's a fine team minus the Cowboys.
You're into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming up on the clock, Sean. What do I do here? Do we this is the worst part of the draft. Can we all agree this is the worst part of the draft? Got all these fucking scrubs floating around.
Wow, listen to this sharp, Ryan. Christian Hendricks saying drafting a week before the season starts has no positive CLV, guys. got to be sharper than this.
What? Yeah, that's a joke, right?
It must be a
chat
parody.
trolling. Okay.
No
I
way.
mean,
No way you
maybe-
could actually think
Who
that,
the
Christian.
fuck took Kirk Cousins? Why would you do that? You saw I have 2 Vikings. Who is this fucking? I'm telling you, these Sean Morgan. All right.
No CLV here, Ryan. Even though we've been drafting for months.
What are you talking about? You're just trying to get attention.
Yeah.
I'm flustered right now.
Christian
Hold on,
can't be a
let me
real
not
person.
fuck
He's
this
got
up.
to be a bot. I assume he's won multiple best ball manias.
I'd assume.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
I did that really. That caught me off guard. That was tough.
Drafting Kirk Cousins in the 10th round. Does he have Justin Jefferson?
No, I have Justin Jefferson. I have
that's right.
TJ Hawkinson.
Oh, you slept on. Hey, are you regretting taking Dan Jones, Ryan?
No. I'm never gonna take. I mean, does how many carries does Kirk Cousins get inside the 5, Sean? Look that up. Not many. Wait, is Christian still here?
He probably got.
I would love to see his exposure. It's probably really, really distributed. Gotta get it down to that 10th of a percent. Can't be overexposed. Wouldn't want to have 40% on anyone.
Wouldn't want to have an opinion on the NFL.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this. It is a troll bot. All right, confirmed. Nice work. Which, by the way,
getting Trey Lance in the last round is positive CLV. Keep up, dude. All right, so now Christian
like
went
that.
completely all the way around. I love this guy right
in
now.
on Christian.
Yeah, 100%.
Well played. And the picture is that Brady Quinn? I can't tell what the picture, the profile picture. It looks like it might be Brady Quinn. Sean, you better be. Are you prepared? You are on the clock. 7 receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end. You're applying my shit quarterbacks model. I see.
Yeah, no, I wasn't planning on doing it, but kind of fell into it.
Yeah, nice. Liberating.
What do I do here, Ryan?
Oh, you should take Darnell Mooney.
Really?
Yes, and then you're done with receivers.
All right.
I don't understand the Darnell Mooney fallen. I've been drafting him even without Fields. Kind of feels like he'll be a perfect best ball guy. Catch some junk, have a couple big spike games. I mean, you got.
Looks like I'm gonna have a Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield QBs.
I mean, Jordan Love, you better get that. Put him in the queue right now. He's been going crazy high. Baker, you can safely wait on. If it's not me taking him, no one's taking him. I don't think he gets drafted when I don't draft him. Jordan Love going way higher than expected.
Wow, his ADP's up to 150.
Yeah.
And I feel people finally on board with my Damian Harris love as well.
Oh, I think people. It was whatever the injury was. Ooh.
YouTube.com/sportsgaming-podcast if you want to see me smoking a
Yeah,
boss ass cigar.
Sean's having a real nice time right now. Will you be doing any other drafts after this, Sean? Are you done with all your fantasy drafts?
I got sucked back into the
home league. Oh man, that's awesome. You do it in person? You gonna hang out with people you only hang out with once a year because you love them so much? Yeah, a couple people hit me up. They're gonna be out at the FFPC. So
oh hell yeah,
yeah, come say hi.
Kenny Pickett gone.
Just be careful. A lot of sharps in the room. Might get cut. And Bowser will be there.
So I go Damian Harris, Tyler Algier, Kenny Gainwell. I gotta go Gainwell.
Oh, look at you! Just no need for a quarterback.
I'm fine. Imagine taking Russell Wilson ahead of Derek Carr.
No, that's bad. Negative EV. I'm a little short on receivers right now. What's your take on Jameson Williams at this point?
Want no part of him.
I like how the aggregators and beat reporters are pointing out he can no longer rehab with the team because he's not going to put in the work on his own. So he's not going to come back recovered.
No, I mean it
makes a lot of sense to me.
The whole thing's troubling.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Are you being sarcastic? Or?
No. I that like the idea that it's time to hard fade him makes a lot of sense to me. Oh man, my tight end strategy is falling apart. Can't believe Kirk Cousins got sniped for me.
Like, all the guys.
How does that happen?
You like that? You like that?
And once again, I'm not really sure what I want to do here. All right, let's. All right, we went Spears. Tennessee, I'm completely fine taking Henry and Spears. I pretty much almost every time I take Henry, I end up with Spears, especially if it's this late. I would say also helps that it's my 5th running back. And then I don't know, Jaden Reed, it does seem like this kid's going to be involved in some bullshit. Like he might be their bullshit gimmick receiver. Also provides me a game stack with Minnesota.
The slot. How's the slot?
There goes your guy, Damian Harris. So
Kyler Murray's still getting drafted, huh?
Kyler Murray still getting drafted. Would
Emilio pointing out Reed over Addison, Ryan. Why not go Addison there?
Addison. What are we talking
Jared
about?
pointing out I can grab Olave for that, or Derek Carr for that Olave stack. I actually don't hate that idea, honestly.
Yeah, do that. Even if it's a single. I don't know what Addison you're talking about.
Jordan Addison?
I mean, he went rounds ago. If we're talking about the Jaden Reed that I just.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from like a real world, who's going to be a better rookie?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, sure,
I don't know what he was
sure.
getting at.
Addison probably a better rookie.
Tom Brady's still available.
Tom Brady is still available. So what I was about to say to you, Sean, is that one of us has actually bet. Wait, did I not?
I'm doing it. I'm drafting Derek Carr.
Will you add Taysom Hill now?
Yeah, I probably will.
Taysom Hill or Jimmy Graham? Who do you like better this year? I love that Jimmy Graham is just. Did we actually explore what happened? I don't think we've discussed it on the show.
No.
He had a medical incident, which anytime an official establishment refers to something as a medical incident, it means he so giant 6'7" man medical incident. I think they referred to Zay Jones's thing as a medical incident too. And then we found out he was just fucked up out of his mind, naked, running around a hotel bloody. So was Jimmy Graham running around naked and bloody?
Might have been. Oh, look at Andrew Robb, Jordan Love, Luke Musgrave.
That's real dickhead move. We already made our claims.
Why is Kendrick Miller still here? Is it because of the hamstrings?
He continues to fall. Yeah. But you've gotten to that point where it's now the guy at this range who I'm not, and maybe the chat can enlighten me, but why is Chuba Hubbard falling and falling and falling and falling? He's falling to the point where he's almost not being drafted. Have you heard anything, Sean?
No. Nope.
Yeah, I think all of these running backs. So Jeff Wilson, he's on IR. He's going to miss at least 4 games. And then Devin Singletary.
But Kendrick Miller, of these, isn't he the most interesting one?
There's 2 guys ahead of him. Maybe the coaching staff isn't as excited. He's a 3rd round pick. That's why I agree. I'd probably put Devin Singletary right there with him. Just the
I guess I'm kind of out on Singletary.
that they brought him in as a free agent. That scheme uses multiple running backs. I think you have to at least look at that. You can't be out on it. I mean, they're in on it for now. So
I need a running back though. Kendre Miller, especially considering I have Derek Carr and Olave, right?
that's fun. If you want a guy who's going to, how many running backs do you have?
I don't know. I'm pretty thin at running back.
You might want
got 4.
You might want to consider Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's on the Chiefs still. He's still. I think he's going to be used
over Evan Hull.
Kinda, yeah. This is best ball, dude. He gets a couple touchdowns here or there. He might be scoring for you while you're thin, while Kendre Miller, whoever else is working their way back. I mean, you're obviously going to have to draft a bunch of running backs with what you've done.
Right. First touchdown prices are already available over at DraftKings.com. Promo code SGP. Get those sweet bonus bets.
Think I didn't know that?
No, I'm telling you and the audience.
That's right. You were pretending. It's metaphorical. I like it.
Yes.
All right. Do I go 6 running backs?
Right. What do you think Richie James' first touchdown is?
First touchdown?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess his anytime. Is his anytime like 5-1, 8?
It was 5-1. It's down to 475.
Okay, so then his first touchdown must be like 25-1,
30-1.
That's not bad.
I feel like they're shaving these prices a little.
Well, we have drawn a lot of light to it.
2 or more touchdowns. Richie James is 30-1. I mean, dude, I feel like this would have been 50 or 60-1 last year.
Yeah, I mean, look, dude, when you're good at something.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire 3 touchdowns is 45-1. They squeezing this market.
They are squeezing the shit out of you.
Looking sandbagging sons of bitches.
Sandbagging.
All right, I'm gonna draft a running back. The running back's name is Taysom Hill.
He can't play running back in Underdog though. They're not a progressive organization.
Travis Kelce and Taysom Hill. That is a great tight
Taysom
end.
Hill at. Oh wait, here we go. So now that I have it filtered to Best Ball Mania, where's Taysom Hill? Oh, phew. Thankfully Taysom Hill doesn't show up in my top 10. So when I put out my exposure screenshots, I won't be embarrassed. Oh wow, I got Juwan Johnson almost at 10%, just over the last couple of weeks.
Daniel Bellinger first touchdown lock. Christian saying,
What's that price?
well, that's got to be pretty high. I mean, I
mean, he will. Nah, it can't.
Khalif Raymond's a guy I like on the lines early. Again, I haven't run my model yet, but
What's Brock Wright's price?
it's a great question. Is he listed?
How could he not?
Justin Watson
Oh,
is the interesting chief for me, at least early, and Richie James.
You're about to be on the clock, Sean.
Brock Wright 30-1. See, there's no like 50-1, 60-1s.
They're afraid.
Khalif Raymond's 35-1.
They don't want.
He's an
any of that
interesting guy.
sauce.
I'm on the clock. Oh, what son of a bitch took Taysom Hill? This is why we got to stop doing the podcast.
He never. I mean, honestly, this has to be a listener because Sean, he doesn't get drafted anymore.
Whoever is the questionables, and I recognize that name.
Yeah,
All right, I drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I hope you're happy, America.
that's disgusting. I know I told you
That is a disgusting act.
I have drafted with 30. He's a red shield. Got to keep an eye on him.
All right, K. Dotton is now my second tight end.
Nice. That's not bad. I think he could surprise some people. What else do we have? I mean, Sean, you should be starring Isaiah Likely. That's a great late tight end. Trey McBride.
I want to do Cade because I'll probably get Baker as my second.
Are you getting 3 tight ends?
I don't think I need it. I have Kelsey. In what world do you need 3 tight ends if one's Travis Kelce?
Yeah. You know better.
No, I'm just saying.
I've been drafting a lot of 3
with Kelsey.
with everyone.
Really?
Yeah.
3 tight ends.
Late last round.
Yeah.
Variance.
I just don't.
What are you gonna? What's the decision about? Is it like third quarterback versus third tight end?
I mean, I need a second quarterback first off.
Oh wow, okay, well, maybe
Sam Howell is available if I want to fuck my team.
You got to stack someone, right? Oh, you got Baker.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. No one drafts him.
That's why I'm going to take Baker and K-Dot.
Wait, do you have Evans and Godwin?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, don't worry. No one's taking Baker. I'm pretty sure he doesn't get drafted unless
I'm going to do Baker, K-Dot, and then Sean Tucker.
Nailed it.
This will be great if this is the one that wins all the money. Oh, easy finding Jared Goff first touchdown score 75-1. That's fucking bonkers. Easy. Where are you getting that? Because that's a great bet.
No, Jared Goff doesn't score touchdowns with his legs.
Doesn't he? I bet you he got 3 last year.
I'm gonna say under.
Zero. You're right. He's still a quarterback though.
Oh, I was gonna say someone took Baker.
That was me.
Nice job. Nice job. You don't want to leave any chance.
Although questionables took Rashid Shaheed, who is another guy I would have tossed in for my New Orleans stuff. No one cares about my lineup.
No one cares.
No one cares about old Sean Green's lineup.
Okay.
Brian, days away from being out in Vegas.
Oh,
let's fucking go.
I think we've spoken about this, but there is this sense of relief when kickoff happens. All the preseason stuff's over. Just a massive dump. It's mental. I mean, I'm going to be in a great mindset, sitting down, watching the games. Giants don't even play. Giants play the night game, Sean.
Oh, you got.
And it's against the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are fucking trotting out a new offense. Have you heard a Cowboys fan try to tell you why it's going to be better with Mike McCarthy calling the plays? It's a sad state of affairs down there in Dallas. They're sad about their quarterback, and they believe that Mike McCarthy and Brian Schottenheimer are an upgrade at the offensive side of the ball. So I don't know. Playing some blackjack over there, Sean.
No, catching up on what the chat's up to, Ryan.
Yeah, well.
Richard Gersberger asking who's going to unretire Phillip Rivers. I was talking to our buddy Justin Decker.
He's not unretiring.
No, but Decker was pretty excited about the idea that Phillip Rivers might have almost played in the Super Bowl if the 49ers got through.
It's just sad. It's sad. It's sad. How do you take Deonta Foreman here? Get 2/3 of the Chicago backfield. He's gotten free. He's become free, cheap free.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is he's still available?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take him.
He's practicing.
Yeah. Him and Khalil Herbert. I mean, this slate,
again,
sure.
This is the kind of stuff you learn from doing all these drafts. 28 rounds. I can't have any notes. All I can do is look at the board. That's what I'll be doing Thursday night after Thursday Night Football. So hopefully we hit a first touchdown. Sitting on the fat wallet. Ooh, 30 might be a listener. He might be a Red Shield listening because he just took Reggie James in the 7th.
Oh,
round.
love it. Great work, 30.
He
spells it with THERTY.
30 phonetically.
Yeah.
All right, nice job, Sean.
Yeah, closing out strong.
One of us is gonna get a fucking succulent.
It's not gonna be me.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be sitting next to someone who's now achieved another?
When do you become a red shield?
Another.
Ryan? How are you not a red shield?
I don't understand how the red shield.
How many damn drafts?
I'm
do you
at least
need?
a black shield at this point, right? I mean, no offense, but Andrew's got a black shield.
Wow, you don't?
Is that
zero shields? Dude, your mana's gonna be just
well. This is the
pillage.
first year I tried to get the succulent. Once I learned there was a succulent, then I wanted the succulent.
Who you going 18th round, Ryan?
Well, I have the last pick, so I have Mr. Oh, did someone take Sean Tucker? Oh, that's Andrew. Classic Andrew.
And Isaiah Likely. I mean, may as well just.
It's like he's listening. All right, experienced.
All right, I'm on the clock. Give me Cade Otton. He had 42 catches last year. So my final roster: Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield. Don't love the quarterbacks, but running backs: Joe Mixon, Khalil Herbert, Kenny Gainwell, Kendry Miller, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Donta Foreman. The receivers is really where I shine: Chris Olave, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Tyler Boyd, Romeo Doubs, Darnell Mooney, and then Travis Kelce, Cade Otton. Very unique lineup.
Experienced player, 500 contests, and has won over $2,500. Okay.
Tyler is saying, Lentz, 150 to 1 for this. Kelce 2+ touchdowns. Kelce 7+ receiving yards. Amon-Ra 2+ touchdowns. Amon-Ra 100+ receiving yards. Gibbs 30+ receiving yards. Gibbs 30+ rush yards.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I mean, Tyler's the king of applying Scott gets paid methodology.
SGP.
Yeah, which is just fire at the longest fun shit.
But see, again, I'd rather less legs, right? Like when you get Wyoming and Colorado, all you just need is two things to happen: those two teams to win.
Yeah,
that's why the first touchdown market is sweet, because you can just find one guy to get you not quite 150 to 1, but you can get like a 40 to 1 off just one thing versus, and I test, nothing's jumping out, but multiple guys having 2 touchdowns in the same game. It's just a lot.
All right. Here's my lineup.
Final team, Ryan.
Started the way I finished the way I started. A lot of these early on, and you made fun of me, but Daniel Jones, Ryan Tannehill. They go with Derrick Henry, Javonte Williams, Jonathan Taylor, Elijah Mitchell, Tajay Spears, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Treylon Burks, Jacoby Myers, Jaden Reed, Isaiah Hodgins, and I think I stole that from you, Darius Slayton.
No, you're throwing me under the bus.
I am, and there goes
look at the lights.
T.J. Hawkinson, Darren Waller, Irv Smith at tight end, and yeah, Robert Woods is the guy not showing up on my list because he was Mr. Irrelevant. Nice little bring back there for my Tannehill, Derrick Henry, Treylon.
Manahill, Ryan. Tanna stands.
Manahill's better.
Next time we talk to you, we will be breaking down NFL Week 1. The time is here. SportsGamblingPodcast.com. Head over there, smash the subscribe button. Toss us a nice rating and review over on Apple Podcasts. Always appreciate that. Drown out the couple of 1-star dipshits. We'll get to those guys later on in the week. Shit on them. Obviously, toss us a bone on the Patreon and double your chances when it comes to the college football contest, possibly the NFL contest. Big announcement coming for the NFL slate. DraftKings promo code SGP. Get those bonus bets. Help yourself out. Underdog Fantasy, obviously 100% deposit bonus up to 100%. Promo code SGPN. Game time tickets. If you're going to a game, what are you doing? Get the $20 off, and the lowest price is guaranteed.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
Follow me at Kramer Centric. You will wake up with some exposure screenshots.
Kramer, let it ride.